Shalom. This is Fallen Yeshua. Welcome again to the Rock. Some might be asking, why in late November on a 28-degree morning are you mowing? Well, that's because right here, all that you see right here is something that we will put in our gardens. If you don't know the benefits of mulching your raised beds or garden spaces with leaves, look it up. There's tons of videos out there. I'm sure that most probably know the benefits of it. It's a free ground covering, literally. I mean, if you look in the woods right here, you'll see how the trees are growing perfectly, and the leaves fall. They um, break down into soil, and the trees take them back up. It's a nice little circle of life. The roots draw nutrients from the earth, bring it up the tree into the leaves. The leaves uh, eventually fall off and fall, and the cycle starts all over again. Well, what I'm doing is I'm mowing a lot of these leaves, and I have my mower set at one of the highest levels, so it doesn't. You see, I've gone over this area already. It doesn't mow every leaf, so there's still leaves that are left on the ground, and we bin them. You see right here, we bin them, and by mowing them, they're pre-shredded, so they break down faster. Add to the soil. The soil is able to use it. These will be broken down by early spring of next year, and it adds a wonderful uh, layer that you can plant in your gardens. It covers, the mulch covers the garden, so it keeps the microbial life and the good bacteria in your soil alive, because it acts as an insulator, especially once it snows. It'll act as an insulator. It's a beautiful free resource that you yourself can collect. Um, so we mow it, and we bin it, and then we take it to our gardens. We do our potatoes with it. We do our berries with them. For our trees, we'll generally just rake these leaves up and put them around the trees. But for our raised beds, for our berries, that's our goji berries, honey berries, elderberries, josta berries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, golden raspberries, goji berries, will just use shredded leaves, and it works perfectly in your gardens. The leaves will break down and create what they call a leaf mold, which is something you really want in your gardens. Again, look it up to see the benefits of leaf mold for those that are seriously into growing their foods. We are very serious, so this is what we're doing. And right here, you can see how we are mulching our garden beds. Some people might think, oh no, your greens died. No, they look like this after a freeze, and they usually shoot back. We've already had a freeze into the low 20s, 21, and they shot right back up. But you can see just some of the garden beds right here, and they're not finished being mulched. We'll probably mulch them, each bed about 5 inches of mulch. And then the difference between those and the beds, let's see, there's some right here, the beds that aren't mulched, and you can see how the soil is exposed. But if you look at it, this right here, well, it's frozen right now. It's literally a frozen plate. But you can see how good and fertile that soil looks. And we put about 6 inches of leaf mold out here last year, and this was the result. It made a great soil, excellent for your plants. Um, so if you have leaves, or if you have woods, take a lawnmower, mow the leaves, set it on the highest cycle or the highest level, so you're not taking every leaf off the ground. You want to make sure that you return some of those leaves back to the soil for the trees. But it produces when it breaks down, a perfect mulch, and a wonderful, I mean, it retains water. So next year, there's these broken down leaves will retain water when it rains or when you water the soil, and it's just a beautiful additive to your garden. You don't have to go and buy a mulch. Buy mulch. People sometimes spend hundreds of dollars on mulch. a year, when all you have to do is buy a lawnmower, you can buy a used one for what, $50. You know, give it a little tune-up and make sure it has a bag with it, and you are able to make your own mulch to the tune of literally hundreds, thousands of dollars um, over the life of the lawnmower. And I mean, it's a wonderful thing. So consider it. You can see how these leaves have been breaking down. See that? That's just wonderful looking soil. You see the back T. You can see the uh, what you call the white stuff in there. Yeah, that's the soil breaking down and going to add a very vital nutrients, micronutrients to your soil. So consider it. Consider it. Add life. Bring life. It's a wonderful thing. Bless y'all. Shalom.